Hello and welcome back to Aquablad. This is the World Bosses, and today I'm taking on the Dark Wisp, the last boss of last week. A single wisp haunts this lonely cavern, which is called the Hollow Deep. All attempts to learn of it has failed. Notes written about it vanish. Scrying spells to return only blank stares and empty mirrors. Actually, approaching it, just don't. So apparently this guy is a big deal. I have no idea what it does. This is a blind run. I'm going to play the Red Rush from the Card Spotlight episode, just to get a feel. I always lose the first game when it comes to these later bosses, so I'm not expecting much from it. It's just a good way to scout out the Dark Wisp and see what he is capable of. Or she. Could be he or a she. It. Let's just say it for now. Okay. It's pretty good. I'll just throw away the drain. Well, we'll go in. Oh. So that means there's going to be like a dark crystal effect every turn. And he's rushing me. Wait, does that mean his creatures are useless as well? Right, let's defend, because I don't know what else to expect. Oh wow, okay. So he just killed me straight away. He just killed it instantly. Cypher's Wrath, that's handy. Looks like we're defending already. Wait, these don't even have stats. What's going on? Oh, I see. Right. So our creatures don't have stats, and that's why it died instantly. That's very interesting. See? Alright, we're gonna just let this run for a moment and see what else he does. I might already be dead before then. So my creatures don't do anything. Even old Cypher. Well, this means that last words are going to be pretty powerful. Alright, so that was quick. I have a good idea of what he's up to. I don't know if he has anything else he gets up to later on in the encounter. But let's go to the deck builder and figure out a way to beat this guy. We are back in the deck builder to figure out a way to beat the Dark Wisp. So what do we already know about this boss? We know that it turns all our creatures into 0/0s. So just use normal creatures and not going to cut it, because we're not going to be able to play them. I guess we could if we played Eredon first. We'd get a bunch of 1/1s. So that's not what not what we're after. We need proper creatures that are going to stick to the board. So I'm thinking perhaps that creatures from outside the deck will be just fine. So stuff like the Imperial Guards from Hold the Line, Battletoads, for example. So anything that we create from outside the deck should keep its stats in theory. I don't know. This is how I'm going to build the deck to beat this boss. So let's take a look at some of the cards we'd like to add. We'll go to blue first. Now, Spellwill is going to be perfect. It's going to give us creatures from outside the deck. So anything else, like Ludoan would be pretty good, I suppose, because but then again, he doesn't live, unfortunately. Aurora should be okay, because she'll die, but her gift will still trigger and turn something into a 6/6. So we'll stick an Aurora in for sure. Alright, that looks like it from blue at least. Let's go to neutral. So Hold the Line. It's going to give us the Imperial Guards. Don't believe there's anything else that can help us here. Magda doesn't live, so she won't be able to help us. As much as she does produce unique cards that are going to be outside of the Dark Wisp's reach, she's not going to stay on board long enough for that to happen. So cards like Bloom Sprites should be pretty good. So let's add some Bloom Sprites. That means Runin's Presence should be pretty good as well. So again, generate these cards from outside our deck. Now I'm not sure if Oakland works, because Oakland will power up a creature to 5/5 in hand, but we're kind of avoiding the whole organic creature route with this list because of the Dark Wisp ability, so perhaps we don't need that. I'm going to take Earthcraft here because I might just go into Free Wishes at this point. Removal is going to be really useful. We saw a lot of Mace Men, so Firebomb is going to be very handy. Probably take Flame Burst as well. I don't know if there's anything in yellow really that helps. There's no way to generate cards from outside the deck. Just had a quick look. No, doesn't look like it. Alright, so we'll probably go into Free Wishes then. Let's take Free Wishes. That leaves us 2 slots. Maybe Hellfire? Will I ever generate enough Faeria to Hellfire? I don't know. Let's just say Cypher's Wrath. Let's just get some more removal. Are we looking for creatures? 3, 6. Well, that's double, so that's another 6. That's 12. Again, double again. We have plenty of creatures. We should be fine. So let's stick in some more removal. We have the Earthcrafts to help accelerate the land. And yeah, we'll take this deck for a spin. And we'll try and defeat the Dark Wisp. So a Free Wishes deck. A lot of epics with the Earthcrafts, the Presence, and the Free Wishes. But we'll take this through first, see how this does, and then we'll refine it into a budget version. A second attempt against the Dark Wisp. We've fine-tuned this deck to deal with his ability, or her ability. And we're keeping the Spell Wheel, and there we go. So these are all 0 cost, 0 life and attacks, but we're going to benefit from Aurora and the Bloom Sprite in the future. I think I'm gonna diamond this off, just to slow down this Wisp as much as possible, because we don't get anything to stick to board at the moment. So I don't know what I'm gonna get from the Spell Wheel. So let's see. Yay! And these guys unchanged, which is awesome. So we'll go for a Commander, and then we'll go for an Aurora, I think, just so it sticks. As we go for the second Commander, second Commander's pretty good. Dark Wisp going for the old neutral rush. Do I feel empty inside? That's me. And there's the Mace Man. Another Spell Wheel, excellent. Triton Warrior, very good. But I want to send this into double collection. We will take Forest here, and then I'll take the Triton Warrior. So he has broken in, but it's only been with neutral so far. We have a double collector set up, which is nice. But you can see he's wrapping his lands around my diamond. So I'm going to need a breakout. Possibly with the water elemental. I do want to Aurora this turn. I have enough to do it, which is fine. I'm gonna start building lands in here. And Aurora's gonna die. But it gives the power up to the Triton Warrior, so it allows us to clear out that Mace Man. Oh man. This ain't fun. Where's Famine when we need it? We should put Famine in this deck. It would have been great. Famine would have been fantastic. So we get to collect. We'll take a mountain. Guess I could play the Bloom Sprite to see what we get. An Okie Doklin. That will do us just fine. Jump over. We'll kill the bandit. Alright, we're doing alright as far as defending's going, but he's filling up the board of land. Things are going to get more difficult down the line. Clear this guy out. Do have... We've almost got enough for 3 wishes. But I'm going to need to set up Battletoads, I think, to be able to pull that off. Because I need to be able to step on his land and create the deserts and stuff. We'll just take a mountain here. We'll try and free up the space for this to double collect in, and I'll jump here and chuck a desert somewhere. Probably aggressively. Running out of time though, we are getting beaten very fast. I might have to go for a different land strategy depending on how I do in the conclusion of this game. That's pretty good. I like that. I can clear here. I can firebomb this. These two into that. I need creatures. That's for sure. Before I kill it. Oh, I probably don't firebomb this then because I need a creature in hand. So we'll go for the presence. That's pretty good. I hit. Wow, this should keep us pretty safe. I mean, if he has Horse Master into something, sure we're dead, but Willow should do the job, you know? Oh no, Freedom Fighter, that's not good. Alright, I need better land positioning. Wait, can I +1? Yes, I can plus. I don't even need to. Excellent. So I can go live in Willow, and then I can go to the firebomb there. We'll take the last desert. So another Freedom Fighter is going to be lethal. Let's just hope he doesn't have it. Nope, it's just a Steam Forge. Excellent, so we got some healing going. Not enough to take us out of range of the Steam Forge, but it's going to give us some good time. And these, oh wow, okay. That could be a problem. I should take the draw first. Oh, sweet. So now we need to start dealing some damage, and these Rebel Slingers are going to do the job for me. Just aggro Rebel Slinger. Why not? The old lady. And the Master Swordsman. Punishing my old lady? No, not punishing my old lady. That's good. Because now we clear this. Oh, we can take the draw first. Alright, we'll move here. Collect from this well. Take the clear. Take the clear. Move this in. We'll take the clear on this. We'll push some damage. And then we'll ruin into presence. That's a card. That's a card that can win us a game. Alright, things are looking good. Double collector, bit of damage. Over the Rebel Slingers are going to be a problem. 2 Rebel Slingers. So last Rebel Slinger is going to be lethal. And be very careful. Fear not, I've just healed. Freedom Fighter, that's good to know. Alright, let's keep this guy here. We'll jump up, we'll collect from this well. We'll clear this guy. We'll keep an assassin somewhere handy. Probably just go in with this and just start pushing. I shouldn't lose this match now. I feel like I've stabilized. Oh, here we go. Unless he's... As soon as I say that, Dark Wisp was like, you are nothing. Oh, really? Tell me more. So, assassin to kill assassin. Clear. Firebomb. I want to push the damage this turn. That Willow is pretty lucky, to be fair. That Willow helped a lot. Oh, ouch. Okay, so he just hit me. Yeah, and that's going to be it. And that is the Dark Wisp completed. Said something a bit odd at the end, but 3 wishes was a good way to deal with it because I had a lot of cards in the deck that generated creatures from outside of the organic deck. You want to be able to generate creatures like Battletoads and from Spellwheel that Dark Wisp can't get to. So that is it for the expensive version. Let's see if we can complete this on a tighter budget. Alright, let's take a look at this deck list. We are going to change it up. We need to take out the epics and add some more new player friendly cards. Now, I do understand you're going to gain a lot of levels progressing when it comes to unlocking these bosses. You know, you do need to level up and you will acquire a lot of cards and they're going to be epics. But in case you haven't got specific cards, maybe you don't play green, maybe you don't play blue or whatever, I'd like to have a budget variation available just so you guys can complete this on a budget and don't have to invest in cards like Runin's Presence, when it's not very popular in the metagame right now. The only issue is a lot of these epic cards are actually very good in this encounter. Presence is great. You know, 3 Wishes is excellent as well. So how are we going to do this? We need to generate creatures from outside our deck. We got Bloom Sprites, Spellwheels, Battletoads. Hold the line. So they're the key ones. Is there anything else? Off the top of my head, I can't really think. I'll just have a quick browse. Yeah, nothing comes to mind. Although, I guess Aurora's Creation would work, but again, we're trying to keep this kind of low budget. I actually believe that Spellwheel, Bloom Sprite, Hold the Line, and Battletoads are the only cards in rares and commons at least that do that type of ability. Which is a shame really in this encounter, because you do need that unique ability to summon creatures outside of your deck, and your problem is we're quite limited in that regard. So how do we expand on this? I guess alternatively we can just add more removal. The problem is once we take Earthcraft out, tricoloring is a little less effective. This is only 6 lands. That's not too bad. But yeah, we don't want to say expand into another color, especially since we're not running the 3 Wishes. Well, let's look for neutrals. I guess Elder's not too bad, because Elder's going to draw us a card and get us closer to this stuff. Which means we could probably play Lore Thief as well as another cheap alternative. So rather than trying to find extra cards to do this kind of stuff, which we know don't exist outside of Epics, we can just accelerate our draw to make sure we get those cards a lot quicker. That frees up a few more slots. I said, unless we get an immediate value, I'm not that interested. I was just thinking actually Rebel Slinger there. Just to deal 2 damage. But I don't think it's that important. Yak Attack would be pretty good. But it is an epic. Village Elder. Law Thief. Maybe Shifting Tide. Give us a bit of land movement. The thing is, we are playing against a neutral deck. Which means that land is going to be pretty difficult to move around. Perhaps some structures could help. Could take something like Derelict Tower for damage. Just to help us clear some creatures. Yeah, Derelict Tower is actually not that bad. Alright, well, let's try with this list. This list probably isn't as effective as the previous version because we don't have Free Wishes and don't have Ruinous Presence or Earthcraft. But we're still kind of trying to do the same thing. Draw cards and get these Battletoads and stuff like that going. I still have Aurora in this, actually. So I should probably drop Aurora. And we'll just bump Cypher's Wrath up to 3. Okay. So Aurora's gone. This is all rares and commons. Let's take it for a spin. Going up against the Dark Wisp again with this budget list. I don't feel it's going to be as strong as the last list I made. But we'll see. Double Spell Wheel's pretty nice. So this guy rushes you pretty hard with neutrals because he doesn't use any colored land at all. So I kind of feel I can't let him do what he wants. You know, I need to make life as difficult as possible. I'm actually going to go for a diamond here. Simply because I feel like if I build from outside my wells, he could overwhelm me with neutrals very quickly. But yeah, I can just go lake into Spell Wheel. He can curve around the side, whatever he wants to do. But I've just got a bit more breathing room. Spell Wheel, Darkstalker Prophet. That's not bad. Ugh, that's awful. We're gonna take the Law Thief. There we go. As much as I'd like to play this, I don't want to die to the 4-1. Law Thief kills the bandit right now. It's just gonna trade into Mace Man. Right, we're gonna build a mountain here. So now we've forced him down this side. I'm gonna make things a little easier to defend, and we can just go for the Battletoads. I need to kill our Mace Man friend here. He's very pessimistic, this Wisp, isn't he? It's not the cheeriest of fellows. Right, so Firebomb's absolutely perfect. Take a mountain. Take the Firebomb. Clear this Mace Man. And then we'll go for a Darkstalker. He only costs 1, which is great. Nice and cheap. Maybe see a King's Faithful. Yeah, I was just about to say, probably going to see a King's Faithful next. Now, Falcon Dive's probably really good in this deck. Or maybe even Famine. Like, Famine's probably a bit better than these Village Elders, to be honest. Battletoads, and we'll pass. So he's generating a lot of Faeria now. He's going to be able to pump out more threats. Yeah, stuff like the Steam Forge and Force. So we do have a Flame Burst for this. It's very nice. These elders are a bad idea. I tried at least, so you know, I wanted to try them out. We can go for Bloom Sprite. Feed the forest. It's not helpful. And Firebomb. Okay, so yeah, village elders are wrong. All wrong. Probably take out the low thieves as well. Probably just put free famine and free falcon dive. Look how good like famine would be right now. Another bloom sprite. It's not helpful either. I don't mind bloom sprites so much because now like this will stick to the board. You know, let's go back to the deck builder and let's rework this. I'm gonna surrender. We're gonna drop the village elders. We're gonna drop the low thieves, and I'm gonna come back into the match, and then I'm gonna have famine and falcon dive instead. Back with the changes made. I'm pretty sure falcon dive and famine are gonna make life so much easier. I'm actually gonna keep a hold of this famine and hold the line. We'll get an early harvester down. We have derelict tower as well. Derelict tower is gonna be pretty helpful. And we'll take a mountain to start off with. We can't go hold the line into an Imperial Guard yet. So mountain's just fine. If we were on second, we could go like mountain explore Imperial Guard. But straight up, Mace Man coming down. Causing sadness. Double famine. Not super helpful, unfortunately. We'll have to go in this time. Now I wanted to build across, just so I didn't get locked down by neutrals very quickly. But because I was on the play, it made things a lot harder to do that. Flame-based famine is pretty clean. And I feel like I can probably take some neutrals of my own. Just maybe force him onto the right side. Oh wow, famine's already been so much better. Being able to remove stuff like that was very handy. Now if I pick up the firebomb, I'm going to be very happy. That's not a firebomb. Okay. Probably take the forest now. I don't know, because like Bloom Sprite just dies. I don't think it's a priority to get onto the board. I'm just going to do this. I would have liked to have derelict towered, but it's not easy because this would get cleared very easily. Man, I wish I could kill this with this guy. It's not going to happen. I do, however, have another hold the line sitting in the wings. Falcon dive. I could famine, falcon dive, derelict tower to kill this. And I'll keep this alive. This is a lot. That's quite a big investment. I know. Maybe I just hold the line. Hold the line. Hit this guy. Then I can go derelict tower. Sad I won't be able to collect Faeria. The position's a bit off. And then I'll take an Imperial Guard here. And then he's going to hit that Imperial Guard. Then I can like derelict tower falcon dive. Or depending on what he plays, I can. If he plays like a cutthroat bandit, I can famine. If he plays of King's Faithful, I can famine. Which is even better. Because that now lines up the falcon dive perfectly. I even have Cypher's Wrath, so I could even save the famine for now. Keep drawing. Try and get more answers. I do have to win this game at some point. That's another thing to consider. It's probably gonna come down to my spell wheels, just like finding me really good stuff. Maybe I want to push this into double collection. I can just ping this. I can just famine actually. We'll save the derelict tower and we'll just famine. Famine's great value here. Yeah, right. We're actually gonna just start moving into double collection. Take the famine. Let's play another Imperial Guard. And hopefully I get to use this derelict tower next turn, which will allow this guard to collect off the right hand well. So it's pretty important that we set up Faeria harvesters. Oh, another derelict tower. It's actually good. This is becoming very good. But I can stick this tower, say, over here, since this guy's going to be double collecting. I'm going to go for the double pew pew. I'll take the collection. So this is a little slower, I feel, than the Epics version, because I don't have to swing cards. But you can definitely hold off against the Dark Wisp. Now I have just Flame Burst for this one. I have Firebomb. I have Firebomb, Ping, and Flame Burst. So I have a lot of ways to clear these two guys. And I'm going to draw cards as well. If I go for Humbling Visions, I can even just clear this with a ping, but I don't get to clear both of them. Well, I'm going to gain Faeria, so I feel like for the first one, I'm just going to do this. See what we get. Have a hold line. Okay, let's take the draw. Firebomb. I was hoping to draw perhaps a Cypher's Wrath there. Could just do this. And this way he has to run it into the Imperial Guard, and then I can use a Flame Burst next turn. Mace Man, Firebomb, sitting and ready. And a Rebel Slinger, which can also clear. Oh, well, there's a Falcon Dive. I could even just Humbling Visions this and hit that. Firebomb's pretty clean. I don't know if there's anything else I'd want to Humbling Vision. Let's Flame Burst this first. Let's see what we get. Falcon Dive. Take the draw. Okay. We're gonna Firebomb this. We're gonna do this. So I try collect next turn. This Wave Crash Colossus is getting cheaper. So probably not on my next turn, but on the following turn, I'm going to create the aggressive lake. Oh, the derelict tower. Feels good. So we have a very, very nice answer to this. Run the Imperial Guard in, ping it with 1 damage, and then just play another Imperial Guard at this point. Maybe I should just play some forests just to get these blooms. Get this bloom sprite in my hand. Yep. So we'll hit review. Put this in the same spot. Ping. I'll play another Imperial Guard. So next turn I miss a Faeria on the bottom left hand well, but I am going to not make an aggressive lake because he's just covered the land. It's fine. You know, I am going to push this up regardless. I will take a forest, I think. Just to see what this Bloom Sprite gives us. It might give us something good, like... Shamanic Dance is pretty good. Go for Humbling. Bump this up a bit. Pew pew. See, these Imperial Guards have done so much work. Because he's like an all-neutral deck. I think it's just harder for him to set up anything decent. So Famine's pretty good. I think I want to put a lake here if I can. Yeah, like I could keep this alive actually if I don't bother famine. Yeah, I prefer that. Let's keep collecting Faeria. We'll do Falcon Dive here as well. And then we can go like we can just go Battletoads. And Battletoads have a much better chance of getting to his orb. Just another Steam Forge. I'll play this. Oh, okay. That's pretty good. See, I want to put a lake here, but I kind of just want to hop over and take this, but he might take it. So I'm actually just going to take the opportunity to get this Colossus down now. I'm going to be double collecting. This guy's going to move up next turn. See, he did take the land anyway. So I'm kind of glad I set this up now. Oh, no. Oh, he's going face. That's fine. Just going to punish him with my frog. It's reasonable. Hey, Spellwhirl, that's a good one. Banquet! Wow, okay, so I can actually push orb damage. I just need to decide what I want to do about this. I feel like jumping back and with Banquet is counterproductive. But I really don't want to build any more land. These are kind of milled me a little bit. I think that's the problem. If I push 8 this turn, God Hunter can come this side. Double collect, set up new Battletoads. Unless I leave this frog here to defend. Yeah, okay. We'll do that. We're going to go for the Banquet. We're going to jump over this side. We're going to +1. Then we're going to Battletoads. Let's push 8 damage. So we have Famine +2 frogs to kill the Steam Forge next turn. Another Steam Forge. And this is a defensive one, that's good. It's good for us. Ooh, Flame Burst. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Very close. Move this into a safe position for double collection. Punch his face. +1 pass. So it took a while, but we are getting there. Oh wow, I completely forgot he did that. That's not good. Oh, now he's cleared the board. Oh no, I might actually lose this. Was I too passive? Maybe I was just too passive. Oh, give me something good, Bloom Sprite. It's actually not that bad. But I don't have a good forest yet. And I'm probably going to die to fatigue at this point. Oh no. It felt like it was going so well. I guess I just need to be a bit faster. See, I want to take the aggressive forest here, but I don't really have that option. Alright, we're going. We're still trying. If I move up... Ah, no, he took it. He took it away from me. King's Faithful. Oh, it just gets worse. Like, I can't be aggressive because he can play two guys a turn. I'm almost decked out as well. Cypher's Wrath, that's handy. The defensive Colossus. This is my defending Colossus. This is my aggressive Colossus. Oh, I can body block. This is gonna be it, guys. Oh, no, no! You stupid error! Why did you do this to me? So I needed to be quicker. Alright, let's try that again. This time I'm gonna speed things up. The rematch. This time I'm gonna take you down, Dark Wisp. I really feel that this deck does fine against this. I just played too defensively. So now I feel that... Ah, man, he's on... I should probably take Mountain. No, I'll go Battletoads. This time I'm going to push up much more aggressively now. I'm going to allow him to do what he wants with his neutrals. Just hope he doesn't have that Mace Man. Oh, yes he does. Oh, nothing I can do about it. We'll just let it do what it wants. If I pick up Cypher's Wrath, I'll be in a good spot. But for now, we'll play more proactively. I don't even think the Bloom Sprites are needed. I think we can just go red, blue. I think that would be just fine. So I'm going to collect the Faeria. I'll let him push the damage. So I can clear a lot at this point. Oh, that was a very good draw actually. Take clear. New Battletoads. I'm gonna probably push double neutrals that next turn. Oh, the Famine. Perfect. This is why Famine's so good. Very good in this encounter. Spell Will's pretty nice. Ah, a little Sturdy Shell. Okay. Might collect off this side actually. Play a Lake and slot Sturdy Shell into double collect. Seems pretty good to me. Because this Sturdy Shell should just collect for the rest of the game for me. Now I have the Derelict Tower clear. Oh, I can actually keep my frog alive. I'm going to keep him alive just for the sake of applying more pressure. This way I can potentially set up an aggressive land. Probably an aggressive lake, if anything. Just so when I Spell Will, I'll be able to play some good stuff. I'm actually going to take the draw. Another tower. It's handy. Alright, we got lots of removal. We got quad collection going on, which will allow me to draw more cards. The more one life creatures he plays, the better. So I Firebomb for the Mace Man, and then I have this and a Flame Burst for this guy. Take a draw. Spellwell, that's what I want to see. Alright, give me something good, Spellwell. That's not too bad, I guess. That's pretty garbage. I'm gonna take a draw off this now. Hold the line. Okay, that's decent. That means I can set up quad collection. And I'm going to be collecting off my opponent's well, so this Wisp should be pretty decent, actually. Should be enough to... Ah, oh, don't clear it. Whew. Whew. I thought I was going to clear it then. That would be disappointing. Alright, let's draw ciphers. Lovely. Alright, now this is better. We're applying more pressure. We got quad collection going on. Things are looking good. Freedom Fighter. Going face again. Oh wow, we're getting pretty we're getting hurt pretty bad, so I'm going to need to use this to heal now. Pick another derelict tower. Probably should draw, actually, just in case we pick up more Imperial Guards. Alright, we got lethal next turn with the derelict tower. So just playing a bit more aggressively, a bit more proactively. There was a very good Doom Scythe. That's cheating with these Pandora cards. What can you do? Hold the line, good draw. Battletoad's good draw. Now I can use this to tank. Face. And set some Battletoads. Heals. Faithful. That's good. I have the Falcon Dive. Famine. Lots of ways. Actually, Famine's pretty perfect here, to be honest. But we have Lethal. So GG's, Mr. Dark Wisp. And that is going to be it. So if you play more proactively with this deck, you'll be much better off. I know I didn't go back to the deck doctor, but I'll have the list on the description for the video, on the hub. And basically all I did was switch out for the Famine and the Falcon Dive, and we took out the draw card. Now you could even drop Bloom Sprite. I would say you just drop Bloom Sprite. You could maybe put in some healing, maybe put in Healing Song, just to keep you topped up. You can take a lot of damage if you go for the more proactive route with this deck. So definitely consider Healing Song or something like that over the Bloom Sprite. You could even run like Shimmering Statue if you want to be really creative. That gives you a taunt, it gives you some time, but also heals you over time. But thank you very much for watching this episode of Aquablad versus the World Bosses. A lot of fun trying to figure this one out. Probably one of my favorites so far, I think, the Dark Wisp. Very creative, forcing you to use decks that don't use creatures unless they give you something from their last word. If you do like this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up and drop us a subscribe if you haven't already. You can keep up to date when my content goes up on this channel. We do have quite a few videos: Card Spotlight, Deck Doctor, Deck Pilot, and of course Aquablad versus the World Bosses. Be sure to give the hub a look as well, faeria.com/the-hub, for the latest decks, articles, and guides from myself and the community. So until next time, guys, take care and have a great day.